If you thought Jake Paul was just teasing when he said he wants to fight the notorious Conor McGregor, well, you were wrong, because Jake means business. It all started at the beginning of March 2022, when Paul issued a challenge to UFC president Dana White, asking White to sign him to a one-bout deal to face Conor McGregor. And if he won, the UFC would boost fighter pay and provide complete healthcare. And if Conor won, he'd never mention or say anything about the UFC ever again. While a lot of fans felt that that was a very lump-sided deal to make, Jake Paul mentioned this challenge again during an interview with TMZ. In Paul's words, Conor is on a downhill spiral. His limbs are all broken, so stand up game, I'm knocking him out first round. Paul also said that if he didn't get any reply from the UFC, he'd be willing to sign for Bellator or the PFL, two promotions he's already been discussing contract terms with. And while he's not said anything concerning his next boxing fight, which was presumed to take place in August 2022, Jake Paul believes he can KO McGregor if he had the chance. With the list of opponents for Conor's big return to the octagon piling up, here's a tweet from McGregor himself on Twitter. I mean, just look at those guns, man. The guy is all jacked up. And if you've somehow forgotten what he used to look like, here's a comment under the post that shows Conor just 9 months ago and him now. There's a big difference. And while a lot of fans think he needs to continue fighting in the lightweight division and working his way up, Conor seems more interested in fighting Kamaru Usman. He made this known in an interview with social media outlet The Mac Life, which he's a major shareholder in.
However, so my body was strong, my mind was strong.
Still keep stealing your lines while we're at 170.
You know, it is what it is. What do they say? Imitation and flattery and all this type of thing. I don't know, but I believe that's the fight to make.
Wow.
I believe myself versus Usman for the 170 pound title for my comeback fight is the one I'm eyeballing at the minute. Now I haven't really said that to no one, to be honest. I've only been thinking that the last couple of days, like, to be honest, because I'm for what cut the weight. I've already won the 155 pound title. I got myself down to a lightweight frame, but I'm big now. I feel big. I feel strong. I feel healthy. I've got good energy. I'm coming back after a gruesome injury. I just want to be. I do not want to deplete myself. There should be no need to deplete myself. And I feel confident against Usman. A jab-happy, sloppy, orthodox wrestler with no submissions whatsoever. What's he going to do? Where's the danger here? I don't see a danger with him.
Veteran UFC fighter Urijah Faber, who's been out of the competition since he lost to Petr Yan at UFC 245, finally speaks up about the recent lack of form from former UFC bantamweight champion Cody Garbrandt. Faber, who now plays the role of a coach to Cody Garbrandt and his peers at the Team Alpha Male, told MMA Junkie, without going into the personal life of Cody, people don't know what happens in people's lives. Some of those fights I feel like were his fights to win. Sometimes maybe he's not as focused. I think it's really just understanding that it needs to be an all-in attitude, and the last camp he actually had an amazing camp. I got to see him. He was partially at our camp and partially out in New Jersey. He was super focused and on point and took everything really, really serious. That's all we need from him. He was fighting another world-class fighter. Faber was involved in Garbrandt's training ahead of his fight against Kai Kara-France at UFC 269. Sadly, Garbrandt lost by knockout in just the first round of the bout. But Faber, still positive that Garbrandt can completely turn his luck around, said, he needs to go out and have his best performance, have some good luck on his side. It only takes one fight for Cody to get back on the right track and build off that momentum. So regardless of whether Garbrandt fights at flyweight or bantamweight, Faber believes he can restart his career. However, winning only one fight in his last 6 puts the target of getting cut by the UFC on Cody's back. On the other hand, there's still a chance that Faber would return to the octagon against Cub Swanson in what might be his final fight in the UFC. Swanson wants to battle the veteran at bantamweight in a match to determine who the true King of California is. There's nothing more appealing to see than the Shevchenko sisters together in a pit. UFC's women flyweight reigning champ Valentina Shevchenko and her sister Antonina Shevchenko took a photo outside the UFC Performance Institute in Las Vegas. Here's a video Antonina posted next with the caption, "Just because it's nice, #Sunday morning." Antonina competes in the female bantamweight division and is scheduled to face Courtney Casey on April 30th, 2022 at UFC Fight Night 208. Still on stuff going on with the UFC on social media, Nate Diaz put up a tweet that reads, "P.S. All you at UFC fighters need to stop getting arrested for stupid shh. You're acting like animals, irresponsible little kids. Get your shh together. Drive safe please and act right. F." And while many feel this is the direct correlation to what's going on with Jorge Masvidal, Henry Cejudo posted a tweet to troll Colby about his tooth. "Hey, at Colby Cov MMA. I know a good dentist on 50th Street and 44th on Miami Drive if interested." And this tweet blew up. Not because of what Henry said though, but because of some of the hilarious memes in the comment section. Like at Ilya95 tweeting this. And this user posted, "Typical Twitter." During an interview with the Full Send podcast, Colby Covington revealed he's actually pretty close friends with Lil Wayne.
The best text I got, though, was from Lil Wayne, man. He sent me such a great text. He was sending me a text before the fight, and I was in the locker room, and I was like, "Oh, Weezy, that's my dog, the greatest rapper alive." This is after the fight.
That's awesome.
Little Weezy, shout out, the best rapper alive, dude.
How'd you meet Lil Wayne?
According to Colby, he met Wayne after one of his fights against the UFC champ early in his career. He said Lil Wayne hit him up on Instagram and they've been talking ever since. He also said Wayne plans to put him in one of his songs and maybe walk into his next fight with him. Though Dana is against concert-like stuff in the UFC, that's pretty cool, right? If you like this video, be sure to check out this other video showing on your screen right now. Bye for now.